still not synced in, to be honest. I mean, more than the scores, it's about the small matters which I've been doing, just like how I prepare before a game and the kind of mindset I go into each and every game. So these are the small things which I've been actually working on, and that gives me more happiness than the score. I think the score just followed my process. I mean, well, to be honest, I'm extremely happy that I'm part of the KKR family right now, but like I said, I'm just trying to stay at the present. So just before the auctions, I was like, if I get picked, well and good. If not, it's not the end of the road. So I was looking forward to the off season where I could work as much as possible and become better. So on the way, I got selected for KKR, and I'm still sticking on to my process and taking it day by day. I'm not being very optimistic looking at the future as to which game I'm going to play, where I'm not going to play. So all I can control is how I play the game and how I prepare before matches. So that's the only thing I'm looking forward to, and if I get to play matches, I'll be happy. I think it's just about not taking in a lot of pressure while batting. I've always been someone who's been having a lot of target right from a very small age, since age categories where I want to score this much, I want to score this much. I somehow had a feeling at some point of time, when the game became very competitive and as I was growing older, somehow had a feeling that the pressure was catching up to me, saying that okay, when I have a set goal like this, I'm looking at the future as to what I need to do, but at the same time I forget the process, and there's a lot of pressure when I don't score runs in a single game or a couple of games. So I think the only thing which I try to do is be at the present, like I said, and go match by match, even to break it down ball by ball. Obviously we've got a lot of senior cricketers in Tamil Nadu, so I've been fortunate enough to play with everyone and almost everyone. And obviously, like you said, R. Ashwin, and I'll have to take Dinesh Karthik as well, because they've actually been speaking to me a lot, and they've obviously wanted me to do well. Probably they found out that I had some potential right from the beginning, and they've always been very persistent, especially Dinesh Karthik, as to how I need to go about the game and what he's looking forward to. So I've had a lot of conversations about cricket with them in general, and the way they prepare and stuff, and also everybody has given me their input, and obviously I've taken which suits me the best, and they've been helping me with those kind of aspects, and I'm grateful for that. Dinesh Karthik, every cricketer has got their own process.
Right.
Everybody keeps telling me, even when I'm in the CSK, when I was in the CSK dugout, I was having a lot of conversations with Mike Hussey. And he's been someone who I've been idolized for a very long time, and working with him, he's been having a lot of conversations with me, even when I'm not part of the IPL and we have a domestic season, he's always in touch with me and he talks to me well. So everybody has given me their own way of how they prepare and stuff and all, but eventually it was up to me to figure out which suits me.
Okay.
So that's something which I try to do, and I just try to be as calm as possible. I think the bond with Mike Hussey is exceptionally good, because we've always been on the same page, and I'm someone who'd blindly trust Mike Hussey, because I know for a fact that he's a well-wisher for me, and he always wants me to do well, no matter if I was playing in the CSK team, if I was not playing in the CSK team. He always had time to come and speak with me and give me a lot of tips. Even after the Vijay Hazare, it's not about talking very technical terms and stuff and all. It's just about, just telling you, well done, mate. And if that comes from stature of Michael Hussey, that's definitely a big note for me. I think I get goosebumps when I talk about that. He's too big a person. He's too big a cricketer. So, when he tells me that I've done something good, when he tells me that, you've done well, your scores have been pretty good, it's definitely a big motivating factor. And when I see him in person and he looks at my batting, he gives me some technical advice as well. Like I said, just try and stay in the present, not be very optimistic about what you need to do. I think, for someone to do really well, I think it's not a process where they, prepare well before Ranji Trophy and they go on to score a lot of runs. I think it's about the process that you put in every day. The work you do well before the season starts is something which will definitely translate during the season. if I say that Ranji Trophy is going to happen after 6 months and I don't work, and okay, when the Ranji Trophy comes and I start working a month before or 15 days before, I don't think that's going to be the best kind of preparation. I think the preparation starts every day. I mean, not really. Nothing has been pre-planned. I just try to react to the ball, and at times when I feel that I could take on the bowler, and depending on the team situation. In the first game when I was playing those shots, I somehow had a feeling that the team was also well placed in a good position. So at that point of time, I had a feeling I could go after some bowlers. So I backed myself to go after that. I mean, obviously, if the team's position was not that good, I'd definitely curb my instincts and play a different way. But at the same time, even in the first game when I was trying to take on the bowlers, there were few things which I didn't want to do, few shots which I didn't want to go. So even when I went after the bowling, there was a certain plan to it. I mean, I think the main factor is that we complement each other very well, and we are good running between the wickets. I mean, both of us are pretty quick, and it's just that we understand each other's game much better than any other pair is something what I feel. And it doesn't matter when I'm doing something wrong, he's always there to come and tell me that you've been doing this, you could do something different. And when he's doing something different, I could always go and tell him that, listen, you can do something which I think is better than you. I mean, better than what you're doing at the moment. So it's just about complementing each other and trusting each other, more importantly.
Thank you. Thanks.